First at 6, preparations underway tonight for President Joe Biden's stop in Milwaukee tomorrow.
The president will meet with black business owners. 12 News political director Matt Smith joining us live in the newsroom tonight. Matt, you're learning specifics about the president's stop.
Deanna, the White House within the last hour confirming new details tonight that the president will deliver remarks at the Wisconsin Black Chamber of Commerce in Milwaukee. Tonight, hard to underscore how critical Wisconsin is to 2024 for both Democrats and Republicans. Tonight, preparations underway for President Biden's visit to Milwaukee Wednesday, the second stop in Wisconsin in 4 months as 2024 intensifies. Do you need to win Wisconsin to win the presidency again?
We know it's a really close state. It's a competitive state, and we have to be really aggressive in that state.
Tonight, Biden's poll numbers of growing concern to some Democrats in key battlegrounds, a job approval of 42% in Wisconsin. As a young Democrat, relatively speaking, how concerned are you about the president's poll numbers and his age when you look at a key state like this?
I think when it comes down to poll numbers, anybody can be concerned, right? But poll numbers are just a snapshot of that particular time. And I know that people are continually talking about, the president's age, but I would rather have President Joe Biden versus the other guy right now.
The president in part expected to meet and talk with black business owners, a key segment of Milwaukee's vote the president will need to win statewide. The recent headlines of the year ahead highlighting the challenge. What would you say? How can he win Wisconsin?
I think he can win Wisconsin. I know he's down. He's just got to be himself and get out and come to Wisconsin, come to Michigan, come to Minnesota.
Tonight, the likelihood of a Trump-Biden rematch at good odds. Trump leading or tied with Biden in the most recent battleground polls.
And that's got Democrats pretty panicked. They got a candidate that will likely lose to any Republican running.
Matt, at the same time, voters are saying they don't want a Trump-Biden rematch.
So recent polling, including from the Associated Press nationwide, showing more than half of Americans overall saying they're dissatisfied with both Trump and Biden as the likely nominees. The primaries begin in less than a month in Iowa. The caucus is first up in January. Republicans who don't back Trump say anything is still possible, despite the former president's lead in the polls.
And political director Matt Smith live in the newsroom. It'll be a busy day tomorrow.